Welcome to AlphaCars. My name is Dmitry, and today we're going to check out a 1999 BMW M3. This is a famous E36 chassis, and yes, it has a manual transmission. So let's get right to it. First, we're going to talk a little bit about the history of this car. Last 16 years, it was owned by a true BMW enthusiast, and that's the person we bought the car from. And he bought it from a BMW dealer here in Massachusetts. Prior to that, there were two other owners. First, from 1999, when the car was sold new, it was sold as a personal lease. And then after that, it went back to BMW and it was sold for a short while. It was owned by the second owner. So majority of the life the car spent in good hands with a true BMW enthusiast. And he's taken a very, very good care of the car. He reached out to us with the idea of selling it to us and maybe possibly having us do the work on the car. But it needed a lot of work. It was a great car, but it had all the typical things that the E36 we all know about, they all need. So he ended up selling it to us, and we're very thankful because we end up buying a phenomenal E36 with manual transmission. And we knew there's still a lot of work ahead of us, and we've done all of that, and I'm going to share it all with you. We're going to start from the exterior. As you will see from this video, the exterior looks absolutely phenomenal. The whole car looks phenomenal, but since we're on the subject of exterior, we're going to talk about that. And we've done some refinishing work. When the car came to us, it had all original factory paint, and it actually had no body damage. There was some light scuffs on the bumper, and there were some couple of scuffs on the fender and the door. And we did a complete disassembly, so everything was removed, and a lot of things were actually installed new, like a trim, like some moldings. And then we overhauled the bumper. So the bumper, we took it completely apart, and it was refinished in pieces and then reassembled. So the bumper was refinished, little inserts were refinished. And by the way, while we're still on the front of the vehicle, I'll mention, since probably new, this car has excellent headlamp protection. That's why the headlamps, we didn't have to polish. They look very nice. So surprisingly, it didn't have many chips on the hood. The hood still retains original factory paint. In fact, except for these three panels, and the quarter panel had no scratches, it had no damage, but we blended it for the best color matching. So, and even if you have a great eye to look at signs of previous paint work, I'll tell you, unless you have the paint meter, you wouldn't be able to tell, because even the paint clear coat texture, even the finish on the clear coat finish, it still has the texture you would expect to see from the BMW factory. So this was not wet sanded and buffed. In our body shop, we actually have top of the line spray booth. There's no dust. And our paint technician sets up the spray gun in the way that the paint finish comes out, and he sets it up to match the texture of the particular manufacturer. It's pretty amazing. Very few shops and very few paint technicians can get on that level of refinishing work. So we do that. And then there are some things, other things we've done. I'm not sure if we refinished the rocker panel. It looks impeccable, so maybe we did, but we replaced these little gaskets and everything that we had to touch. When we put this back together, we made sure the things put together originally and with parts that look like new. So that's as far as the exterior. Let's just go around the car and check things out. As you can see, all the body lines matched. The car had no accidents. The Carfax is clean, and the history is consistent with what I described. So it will be an enjoyable car to own, because there will be no surprises related to, oh my God, someone did this or someone did that. So, and we'll get into the mechanical improvements we've done, but right now we're just going over the cosmetics. This side of the car is factory original. We have not done any refinishing work, any body work. It's just what it is. We did replace these rubber pieces. There were a couple of rubber moldings we have done. We were very lucky with the rims. As you can see, they look great. We installed new Pirelli tires, and we'll get into some other improvements we have done. So as you see, we've done new tires. We've done things like new brake fluid. There was a lot of suspension work done, so definitely check out our listing, which has all the details about it. The new battery, of course, the alignment was done after we did the tires. The shock mounts were done. The clock spring was done behind the steering wheel, something that wears out. And the new clutch components were installed, including the clutch plate, and of course the clutch disc, the throttle bearing, and all the peripherals, as you would imagine. And as far as the detailing, you will see the interior spotless. We've done the underbody detailing, and we will show you all of that. But as far as the car itself, it feels on the road exceptionally solid. You get in the car, it starts from the way just the door feels, the door trim. It feels tight, it looks tight, and then you look inside. So let's check that out with the camera. We're going to invite you as a viewer, as if you were getting inside the car and I'd be a passenger. So you're going to look at the things that are typically, they would look worn out. But on this car, yes, the seat covers, they were not the best. So we actually overhauled the seats. Not only replaced the covers, but we also replaced all the internal padding. And the seat looks and feels like brand new. When the car came in, it came in with this gorgeous leather wrapped steering wheel. And it's so nicely done that we decided not to remove it according to the previous owner. The steering wheel looks impeccable. So we did not verify that because, again, it's such a nice job the way it's done, and it takes a skill to do it this way, and it looks great. So we just left it alone. Now, from the standpoint of the controls, check that out. All the little writing that you see in white, it's all there. The shifter knob is original and it's in great condition. The armrest, it's in reasonable condition. There's a little bit of, I wouldn't say wear, just a little bit of polished up corner up here that you can see, but overall it looks great. So let's check out the interior trim, which is extremely impressive. And we're going to start from the driver's door. As you can see, it's impeccable. And I'll say it, I don't think I mentioned it because I didn't think I have to, but I will mention it, that the car has absolutely no rust. It never had any rust, and it doesn't have any rust. As you can see, the dashboard looks absolutely phenomenal. And the glove box operates beautifully and everything lines up. We're transitioning to the passenger door, and that is just in the same awesome condition. All the entry points, the sill plates, are in great condition. And the trim in the rear looks great. As you can see, the headrests, everything looks great. And we'll check out the same from the driver's side. But there's one small flaw I'm going to show you, and it's not something you can even easily see, but it's right here. I'm going to point this out to you. There's actually a wear spot on the carpet right here where the heel of the left foot of the driver would rest. That's really the only spot on this vehicle. that we're going to disclose as a flaw. And we're going to take a peek in the cargo area, in the trunk. All in order and looks very, very nice. We do have the original spare wheel, lug wrench, excellent condition floor mats, all there. And the best part of this car, we're gonna take a look at the engine compartment, and we're gonna start the engine. So let's check that out. We're ready to check out our engine bay, and we'll start from the perimeter, everything from the hood hinges, fenders, strut towers, the upper radiator support, locks, grille, everything lines up beautifully. There are absolutely no signs of any previous repairs. And as I said, this car had no collisions, no accidents. And here we are looking at the famous, legendary BMW M-Power inline six-cylinder engine. Let's hear it. And yes, this is a cold start. I have my hand on the exhaust. I love the sound of this particular engine. It doesn't get any smoother, and the torque is just unbelievable. Even with an automatic transmission, which this car is not, but we do have one with automatic transmission. With this engine and with the torque it delivers, it is so much fun to drive. But for those of us that love the manual, this is a great option. And this car is fully sorted, and all you would need is time to enjoy it. So we're going to rev up the engine and bring it to maybe about 1500 and keep it there for a little bit. And we'll go up a little bit more. So as you can hear, it's a beautiful and smooth running engine, and we will also get a little bit of exhaust. So let's give it a start. Yeah, sounds great. And we are actually going to show you a little bit of underbody components. Here's the rear suspension. Checking out from the passenger side, as you can see, the drivetrain components are nice and dry. No scrapes on the underbody, no rust. And the same on the driver's side. So things are equally as exciting from under the engine. No leaks. And you can see the suspension looks nice. Do check out our listing where we list all the components that we replaced on this vehicle. We're also going to check out the very lower part of the bumper. There are a couple of minor scrapes, really minor scrapes, but for the most part, not for the most part, but it's nice and straight throughout. All the components are there. It's all good. We're going to check out the lower section as well. And yes, here are the details, alphacars.com. That's where you're going to see all the information about this listing. And most importantly, if you're interested in the car, you can see if it is still available. So I think this is the time we're actually going to show you how the soft top works. So let's get the top up. It's a fully automatic top. You don't have to pull any levers. All you need to do is just get comfortable, start the engine. And for that, we're going to need a key we have. And have it in neutral, parking brake on, and there is a switch, and we're going to hold the switch. That's all we need to do, really. There's not much, a little bit of patience. You hold the switch, and the top goes up. And then the nice feature on this BMW is there's another switch to allow for all windows to go up and down at the same time. So you wait for this to latch, and then if you continue holding the switch, the windows will go up automatically. It's nice and quiet. And again, if you want all the windows to go down, all you need to do, there's another switch here on the left side, and if you hold that down, all 4 windows go down at the same time. So let me invite you inside the vehicle, and we'll just take it around the building. I have driven this car after we completed all the mechanical work, and I can drive it for days. It is so much fun. So let's do it. So we're ready to take it for a drive, and let me tell you, get inside this car. Everything from the seat, from the steering wheel, and just around the car, it brings a joy. So if you're looking for a project E36, this is not the car. It was a great car to begin with, and then we've done everything that this car needed and would possibly need for thousands of miles and years to come. So it's a great car for anyone that just wants to have a turnkey operation. And it starts right up. And all you need to do, as I said, just have a little bit of time to enjoy this beautiful automobile. Very, very smooth, and I have the windows open, and we usually, like, you go by the building, you can hear everything because the sound reflects from the wall. This car has no rattles, and it's just nice, very tight. Everything from, again, from the shifter and just down to the steering wheel and everything in between, the pedals, the seat, everything is just absolutely awesome. So let's see how the road looks. We'll give it a one little acceleration. We just had a good amount of rain, but the roads looks pretty good. So I was in second gear, now I'm in first gear. And smooth acceleration, 5,500, you don't even feel a thing. It's just so smooth. Third gear, and we're within the speed limit. We're at 45 miles an hour. But again, just to exhibit the torque, I'm going uphill, 40 miles an hour, third gear, easy acceleration, fourth gear, just maintaining speed and picking up speed. And if I really want to make it quiet and kind of forget about shifting, you can put it in fifth gear on back roads. And I'm going 35 miles an hour, a little bit uphill, and with a little bit of throttle, it just keeps going. So if you need to kind of take your mind away from the shifting, you can definitely just put the car in the upper gear, and it will have plenty of power, plenty of torque. And as any BMW, it has quite amazing radius of turning. We're gonna try it right here, and we'll make this an incredible tight radius turnaround. Second gear, downshifting. You want to have fun with rev matching? Yeah, why not? Well, this was a treat for me, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And please consider sharing, subscribing. Let us know which videos you like the best by simply clicking that like button. And we were checking out absolutely gorgeous 1999 BMW E36 M3 with amazing features, and it's ready for enjoyment. You can enjoy the ultimate driving machine, not to chase the little things we know all E36 have, but to simply put the key in, start it, and go and have fun. Thanks for watching. My name is Dmitry, and until next time.